So I recently put up a story on my Instagram about me playing the guitar. And you would wonder what a fitness channel has anything to do with playing the guitar. And why would I even put up a post up like that? Well, in simple, it actually has everything and nothing to do with fitness. So, what the hell are you talking about, Johnny? Well, I'm going to explain that in a second. So, for those of you who've been training year in, year out, consistently, consecutively, you're doing well, you're trying to hit all your goals, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, bang, all your goals fall apart. So what goals could you have? Building muscle, building strength. Now you're building muscle, you're building strength, and all of a sudden your muscles are deteriorating or your strength is dropping. And you can't explain why, because you're training better than ever, you're sleeping better than ever, you're eating better than ever in order to build up size and muscle and strength. So why is it that you feel more depleted, more lethargic, worse than ever, and losing all your gains or losing all your strength? Or if you're someone who is trying to lose weight, and you're in a calorie deficit for a sustained period, you seem to hit this plateau, this point where you can no longer lose weight. And in fact, sometimes you even see a little bit of weight gain come back on. Now, why is that? Well, there's a certain amount of strain your body can take to a point. And then after a period of time, you get what we call metabolic damage. Now, metabolic damage has to do with the metabolism. And what is metabolism? It's the biochemical processes that occur in a living organism, that it's the breaking up and the building up of molecules. So the breaking down of molecules is catabolism, the building up of molecules is anabolism, or anabolic state as some people like to call it. So after a certain period of time, this is your steady state metabolism. You break down your molecules and then they go back up to a higher state. So if you're training consecutively, you break down your molecules when you train and you build them back up, and hopefully it goes slightly above your steady state metabolism. So now you've got more muscle, more strength, whatever it is. So break down, build up. And then if you're on a diet and you're eating less calories, so you're eating less calories, you're now in a catabolic state, but you've got to eat a certain amount of food to almost reach a metabolism steady state. Now, the problem is with this, eventually, if you're training more and you're eating less, your molecules are breaking down. And when all your nutrients are coming back in, they're not building back up to its steady state. So now you find yourself training more, eating less, and all of a sudden it's going back up, but you're way below your steady state metabolism. So you're in a constant state of stress. This is what we call metabolic damage. So what do? Well, we take a week off of training, or we take a week off of our diet or calorie deficit, and we hit our maintenance level. And when I say our maintenance level, if you're in a calorie deficit and on a diet and you're been permanently doing it for some time, the best thing you can do is take a week off and actually eat more than your current maintenance range. So you're in a surplus. So for 1 week, you actually eat a lot more food, like several hundred calories more per day, to allow your body to fully recuperate. Remember, the breaking down of molecules isn't just muscles, it isn't just fat, it's also your kidney function, your liver function, your heart function, your brain function, your skin cells, your bone minerals. It's everything that is in a living organism. So when you're breaking down molecules, you're not just breaking down the basics of what goes towards fitness, you're breaking down everything. And when your digestive system isn't working properly, guess what? You don't process the nutrients properly. No matter what food you eat, no matter how much you sleep, no matter what you do. So a deload week is essential for your training, for strength, and for life. So what I would suggest, if you are training consecutively year round, maybe go towards more of a periodized program. Now, what is a periodized program? Well, essentially, it's a training block or a training protocol of what your goals are, and then I would say every 3 to 4 weeks, take a deload week. So you have phases. So one phase, deload, next phase, deload, next phase. And every time you deload, you will find yourself bigger, stronger, more able to cope with the diet, better in a calorie deficit, and you'll actually find you'll get better results. Now, there are many studies to show that this is the case, and there are very few studies that have actually shown that this doesn't work. In fact, none that I know of, but if anyone can correct me, let me know. So what I would suggest, every 3 to 4 weeks, put in a deload week. Now, a deload week doesn't mean you don't have to train. It doesn't mean you don't have to do anything. You can do a deload, essentially less weight, but you can still do something. Or if you don't want to do that and you need more of a break, you can mobilize drills. Mobilizing drills just being like mobilizing stretching, dynamic stretching as I call it. So you're moving stretching, you know, light things like yoga. If you're a heavy weight lifter, do something that's light on your body. Take a rest, or essentially just take a week off, a no load week, or as I call it, a deload no load week. So why is this essential? It's allowing your body to fully recover and get back to its normal state. Once you've done this, you can continue to get bigger, stronger, get a better diet, and you will get the results that you need. So counterproductive to what most people say, just train more and do more, man. No. Sometimes doing less is better. Now, I hope you can take these examples and use it into practical life. If you don't and don't know how, I've got my own periodized plans on my app, which is available right now. If you want to know more about that and you want to know about programs for bodyweight training, strength training, how to lose weight more efficiently, you can comment, you can drop me a DM, and I'll be there and hopefully there able to help you guys. I'll see you in the next video, and if you do have any more questions, let me know. Get a 12-week program that suits you, from bodyweight training to strength training to muscle building. £150 off your next purchase if you get it now before September 2020. What does this plan include? 4 or 5 full workouts per week, a messaging service for myself, a full dietary plan, and of course a nutritional guide to help you through those hard challenges. And if you're still not satisfied, a 100% money back guarantee, guaranteed for you for life. Goodbye.